कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Samsar means samsarati iti samsaraha. That where changes and movement is the primary criteria, that experience is called samsara. But any change or any movement is established with reference to the unchanging reference. So these are the two things. Changes supported by the unchanging reality. Meditation is recognition of our position when we are going through our day-to-day experiences of life. Therefore, we ourselves have to find out. Once I was in Hyderabad along with some youngsters. We went to see something, big congregation, the giant wheel, the various stalls, eateries, everything. There was one place where they had the shooting and the balloons. So you have to shoot it. So the children were doing it and I was enjoying it. Very good. Swamiji, you also do. I said, I have never done it. He said, no, you do it. So that man was in charge. He told me, I will tell you how to do that. He told me whatever is to be done. He said, now you shoot the yellow balloon. And according to his instruction I did, it was shot. Oh. Then now you shoot the blue, then it was shot. He said, you are fooling all of us. You know, but simply telling you don't know. Then he said, now I give you a challenge. One pendulum was made to move. He said, if you shoot this, I'll give you 500 rupees. So keep it here. He kept it. But he forgot to ask me to keep 500 rupees. So he started. Now the kids, Swamiji, please shoot. I said, keep cool. Nothing will happen. And I shot. And it really hit perfectly. 500 rupees. Then the children said, Swamiji, once more. I said, look here, this will also go. How it happened, I don't know. So when things happen by fluke, by just chance, that is not spiritual life. Mechanical approach to life and the wise approach to life determines whether we are living in meditation or we are doing meditation. When we do meditation, we are going mechanically. And in that, sometimes we say everything is calm and quiet, and we feel, oh, that particular place, that particular time, that was the best meditation. So what will be your approach? I must go there and sit at that particular time, and it will never happen. Then you will find out what is the reason. Last time who was with me and now who is with me. And thus get lost. Because it was mechanical. See? When we are to live in meditation, it is free from all the conditions around. If you are a good driver, you will never complain about the traffic. If you are a good driver, you will never discuss about the condition of the road. See, friends, therefore, meditation is remaining aware of all the changes and yet not getting influenced by any one of them. Like a good driver, he is aware of everything around, good road, bad road, traffic, everything. And yet he is not getting influence. If somebody says, I am a very good driver, but only on the football ground. But such people, they find out a tree on the football ground and commit accident. That is not spiritual life. Therefore, the first thing about living in meditation is we become more and more aware about what is happening to our mind. External things will be all right. You can't do anything about it. See? Three factors are involved. One is the world, second is God, third is we. We have no control over God. Forget about it. We have no control over the world. Forget about it. Our condition, we have no control over ourselves. Then suffer. So we have to establish all our spiritual practice focusing attention on ourselves. Normally what happens, we are all expert in blaming others for all the good and the bad that happens in our life. We are expert in that. As a result, all our attention is on others. Therefore, the first step in living in meditation is remove the notion that we have to do meditation. No. Meditation is a 24/7 experience and not limited only to waking, but it goes in and through waking, dream, deep sleep. Are we not living in the waking as a waker, in the dream as a dreamer, in the deep sleep as a deep sleeper? So we are a continuous, unbroken existence. See, friends, when we become clear about this, then our attention will come on ourselves. And then we will start analyzing our own thought pattern. We will come to know that whatever we have given importance to, that becomes the source of disturbance for us. And if we have given importance, we have to devalue. Nobody can do it. But instead of giving it up, we hold on to that. One lady came when I was attending some marriage. Old lady, 80, not out like that. So, after the photo and everything was over, I was having my food and eating. Swamiji, what are you doing? I said, dancing. Why do you talk like that? I said, when you see I am eating. Unwanted question. No, when I see that girl, I am feeling very bad. Jealous or what? You also get married. No. Then had my daughter been alive, it would have been her marriage also. I said, did she die yesterday, day before yesterday? No. She died when she was 6 months of age. Now this lady is 80 years. How many years she is carrying that garbage of memory? Somebody died at the age of 6 months. That time this lady also must have been 6 months. See? Friends, meditation is drop your past. Start afresh. One of my friend, businessman, living in USA. And many years, not a day or two, but more than 40 years. Tremendous business. And then all things go up and down and everything was crashed. So he did not give up. He said, so what? I'll start again. That is living in meditation. Therefore, friends, please remember, living in meditation is not a punishment. You know what kind of punishments are given? In the army, the punishment is given. If some new recruit is lazy, he is given punishment. Lift the rifle up, keep the backpack full, 20 kg, heavy shoes, and run around the parade ground 100 times. Punishment. If a yoga teacher, what punishment? Meditate. It becomes a punishment. See, friends, it is not an act. Therefore, first, living in meditation is we have to drop our past. You cannot undo. Only thing we can do about the past is forget. The ability to forget is a gift of God. Those who cannot forget, they suffer throughout life. And if they are miserable, they cannot smile. Even if you take a screwdriver and put in their armpit, they will not smile. What is their fault? Who wants a miserable person in this world? Who doesn't have misery? Everybody has. Therefore, first meditation is never talk about your past, and not only that, drop it. Now by this what will happen? Our understanding about life will change. The first step will be, past belong to the body, not to us. Body was born, we have no experience of birth. Body is growing, we have no experience of growth. See, friends, body has some problems, we are the same. And thereby, when we practice this consciously, don't talk about your past, don't ask anybody about their past. What is there? Is it a Ramayana to know about somebody's past? Same thing. I was born there, I did this thing. Then I got married, then I got children. What is there? Drop it. And as a result, what will happen? You will remain relaxed. If you are asked to tell 298 days before at 11:30 in the morning, where were you and what you were doing? We start struggling. 293 days. So you are not in the present. But to remain in the present, no efforts are required. Effortlessness in life is living in meditation. No efforts. When the professional singers, when they sing, they have no efforts. Music comes out of them. See? And those who are initial learners, they'll be hitting their own thighs. So they are far away from the truth. Therefore, effortlessness is the sign of living in meditation. This is Patanjali, I am not telling. Whenever you are effortless, you are normal. If I had to talk in a language other than English and Hindi, I have to struggle and don't get the right words. So wherever there is effortlessness, we are one with our divine nature. See, friends. Now, second thing. When you talk your own experience, you don't require a preparation. Suppose you are asked, give a talk on childhood of Swami Vivekananda. What will you do? Go to Google and collect the information. Prepare your talk. I think this should be enough for 5 minutes. And then you go and deliver your talk. But instead of 5 minutes, the talk is over in 1 minute. Oh God, now what to do? I thought it would be enough. But 1 minute, everything over. So, now remaining 4 minutes, you talk about yourself. Okay. And then you start talking about yourself. We have to call the police to throw you out. Will you say, I am not prepared? Whenever you talk about your own experience, you do not require effort. Meditation is learning from our day-to-day experiences. When this learning process is invoked in our system, then we are living in meditation 24/7. How? Whatever is happening, our attention is on learning. Whatever may happen. What I have learned, when you learn, no impressions are formed on the mind. When you don't learn, then impressions are formed. And what are the impressions too? Like, dislike. And these impressions keep on gathering on our mind, and a fictitious personality is born. See? And only two impressions, like and dislike. Initially, these likes and dislikes, they are very soft impressions. But these likes and dislikes are common. This food I like, that food I don't like. This place I like, that place I don't like. This tea I like, that tea I don't like. This person I like, that person I don't like. So the liking and disliking is common. So initially our likes and dislikes are like a hair thin fracture, very little. As we grow, this division between likes and dislikes starts becoming wider and wider. And as we become old, like me, as we become old, then that line of demarcation between like and dislike is no more a line. it is a valley. And therefore, old people are very obsessed with everything. The reason is they are not taken care of their mind. And then they want to impose their views on others. All the time bringing their past. In our childhood, it was like this. Who asked you our Mahamantra? In short, live in this world in such a manner that every experience of ours is a meditation if we are learning from every experience. And when we learn, we grow wise. And when we don't learn, we grow old and otherwise. Old otherwise people are problem to themselves and problems to everyone. And then we say, these youngsters don't respect the elders. Now, what is there to respect in us? Whenever we demand respect, we don't command. Therefore, meditation is not a punishment. We have to live more and more in awareness. And in this process, one day you will discover the following. Thoughts cannot erupt without the seed of the thought. If you make a nice bed, soil bed, water it, and wait for the plant to grow, and nothing is growing. How come in your garden it is so beautiful, I have done everything, why it is not growing? What you have done, tell me? I have done this. Then, did you sow any seeds? Oh, we have to put the seeds also. Yes. Like, without the seeds, plants do not grow. In the same manner, without the seed of somebody, thoughts cannot grow. Don't search for any book. This is not from books. This is your own direct experience. Now, to get this point across, let us do an experiment. Every experience of our life is our spiritual examination. And we have to clear every examination at 100% score. That is living in meditation. So let us do this experiment. Become husband or wife and start thinking. Stop. Now become parents or children and start thinking. Stop. Now remain as nobody and think. Stop. Now let us analyze this experience and experiment and learn. So when we became husband and wife in this experiment, the thoughts were pertaining to wife or husband. Now, those who are not married, what should I tell? I can think, I wish I had a wife like that. Oh. Then you became parents or children. So, if you are a parent, you will be frustrated. I don't know, children don't know. How come? I tell them, go to the satsang, but they don't go. They go to disco. They don't like discourse. And the children, these oldies have no other business. Don't know anything. See? And remain as nobody, no thought. There is no seed from where the thoughts will erupt. So, what is meditation? Meditation is living in this relative world as basically a nobody, but playing the game of somebody. Like when we play with the children, that time we are playing and yet we are not playing. How it is? We are playing, but we are not getting too much influence that I have to win, I should not be defeated. No. But the child has that thing. I must win. So what is living in meditation? Actions are happening, but the doer is not created. Knowledge is happening, but knower is not born. Experiences are there, but experiencer is not born. As a result, no impressions are made on the mind. Therefore, undoing meditation or unmeditating means our life is normal. You don't have to have anything special, normal. But in that, our attention should be what is happening to the mind. Now, the next step. We have to recognize this in letter and spirit. Nothing happens to body. Everything happens to the mind. We have taken care of our body, give him good food, wash, clean, give proper exercise. Then only we can use that body for better purpose. Now, what have we done to take care of our mind? Nothing. When something happens by a fluke, that is not spiritual life. So, first of all, we have to recognize everything happens only to the mind. Joy, sorrows, every experience. No experience happens to the body. When local anesthesia is given to a particular part of the body and then the doctors cut it, we see that the blood oozes out, that we see. The cutting process we see. Then the suturing, also, everything is seen, but no experience. Their experience is, I am seeing, but nothing happening to me. Because that portion of the body is excluded from the mind. So, that portion of the body or the leg is in chemical meditation. But it is temporary till the medicine is working. Afterwards again comes back. Our doing meditation is like that. Half an hour meditation, after meditation, that thing is over. Again, there is pain here, pain there, pain everywhere. Therefore, we have to clearly understand that we have to keep our mind in proper shape, healthy. Then you will discover so many things. One or two things I will tell you. Wherever there is a pain, that pain is not given to us by God to torture us. If there is a tooth pain, now is the tooth pain given to make us miserable? No. A reminder. Something is wrong. Take care. If this is true with reference to body, equally it is with reference to the mind. If something happens in our life most unexpected and we become completely broken, frustrated, yes, initially it will happen. Then what we have learned from that? Then we learn, if we are living in meditation, that so many people are born, they grow, Kathopanishad, Sasyam Niyomartyaha Pachyate, Sasyam Ivajayate. Like the grass we grow, like the grass we perish. It is the only purpose of our life or what? Therefore, this bad event of our life is a reminder you are in this world for some higher purpose. Not the same thing. You are born, you study, you grow up, and then you get a job, or you start a business, you get married, you have children. Is this what life? Or there is something more in life? Thus, we start learning that every event of our life is a reminder that there is something wrong. And what is wrong in our life is, although we are given this opportunity to be an instrument through which the divine can express in full glory, that opportunity we are not encashing. How important it is. I remember always one Sufi saint from whom I heard this many years before. He used to say this thing. ये वही दर्द दिल है जो उनको पाता है. The pain in our heart is the one which stirs our attention to him. ये वही दर्द दिल है जो उनको पाता है. भगवान भला करे उनका जो दिल दुखाता है. See, our Kunti Mata, she used to tell Bhagwan, give whatever people want, but to me, give me miseries. But whenever I am in pain, I think of you. So what is important in life? With this understanding, when we start living, then we are living in meditation. Don't torture yourself half an hour meditation and then frustration. The basic is, meditation is not an act, it is an experience. Like love is both act as well as verb as well as noun. A boy and a girl, they love each other. What they call it? I have fallen in love. So when you fall, you get hurt. And hurting is called as marriage. And then suffer throughout. Then a mother also loves her child. But that love is not an act. It is an experience. This is the initiation of the experience of love. And if the mother is limiting her love only for that useless child, then she will get lost into asakti, attachment. Meditation is, do not allow your uh, love to putrefy into attachment. That is meditation. I'll tell you about this. It happened in Matanchari. Many years before, in a Gujarati family, I was staying with them. And morning, as usual, I take tea, so that Amma used to give me a cup of tea. And she asked me one day, Swamiji, um, I give you also tea and to my son also coffee in the morning, because he is appearing for his 12th standard. So I am giving you both, and I love you both. So what is the difference between my love for you and my love for my son? I said, your love for me is without an expectation. Therefore, that is pure love. Your love for your son is out of expectations and attachment, not love. What do you mean? I said, you must be having some kind of expectation from when my son does this, that thing, then I'll find out a beautiful girl for him, and then he'll get married, then I will have this thing, I will have these ornaments, I will call, we will have a destination marriage, blah, 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 blah. And suppose that doesn't happen, then you will be broken and frustrated throughout life, as if it was due to happen. When that boy was at a marriageable age, one day he told his mother, Mommy, I have decided to get married to this lady. Not a Gujarati, elder than him, and in the dowry, baby. Swamiji, what should I do? He is getting married to such. So, love was giving you pain. That love which gives you pain is attachment. See? Understand this. Otherwise, our interactions are like, I have done so much for God. What God has given me? Who asked you? He wants nothing. Another example, one of my very good friend, he is no more, recently died, about a year before. He is from Konkan area. So Konkanis are normally very fair complexion, good, and those hazel eyes. So he is an intelligent also. So his daughter studied software, and then company, they sent them for some jobs in some other country. So from that company, half a dozen people went. 2, 3 boys, 2, 3 girls. In that place, there is nobody except these people, language they don't know. And when she was coming back, then that boy proposed her. And she said, really, there is nothing wrong. What is wrong? You can propose. So she came and told her father, this is the thing. And father got so angry. You are so beautiful. He is so average. He can't even match your beauty. How can you get married to him? He said, is the color of the skin everything? Okay, ask Swami. So both daughter and father came. And then what she told me, I could gather she sincerely wanted to get married to him. Then I told her father separately, do you guarantee that what boy you will select for your girl, he'll be perfect match? Can you guarantee? How can I guarantee? Then she has found out, let her get married. What is wrong in that? Swamiji, you also talk like this. I said, yes, I talk like this only. See, but I said, do you know your problem? Your problem is not her marrying that boy. Your problem is whenever you are attending any marriages, you are planning in your mind, when my daughter's marriage is there, I will have this hotel and I will have this thing, I will do this, I will do this thing. Now all your plans are shattered. And then you want to hide yourself from the society. My daughter is getting married to a Keralite. I don't want to know that. Therefore, you are misery. Your misery is not for her getting married to him. Your ego is getting hurt. Then I said, get her married. Don't come in their way. Got married. After a year or so, they went there. And then from there he called me, Swamiji, there cannot be a better boy for my girl than this. How much care he takes. Who was miserable? The father. Now who is happy? The father. So what is the seed of joy and sorrows? Mr. Somebody. The more we learn from all the experiences of our life, we will start remaining at peace. That is living 24/7 in meditation. Don't struggle to achieve something. Things will happen. We have patience. So the net result will be, we will stop reacting in life and start acting in life. So what is reaction? What is action? In acting, what dialogues we have to say is already determined by the director. And you don't mean anything. On the stage, a boy comes and a girl comes. Now the boy gives a flower to the girl. Honey, darling, I love you. So she knows a dumb fellow who will get her married, him married. But she said, me too. And then when he gives the flower, that time it is, keep it for the next program. Recycle. It is just a drama. Life is a big drama. And we are all various characters. Those who are the devotees of Bhagavan Krishna or Bhagavan Ram, it is said, all the monkeys who were helping Bhagavan Ram, they were all the gods, took the form of monkey and helping God. Why? That was the drama. Then all the trees and plants in Vrindavan, they say, they are all the gopis who were with Bhagavan Krishna. Or they are all the saints and sages. See, friends. Therefore, living in meditation is take life as Rama Leela or Krishna Leela. Leela means everything appears happening really, but in reality nothing is happening. Ours is a Satsanga Leela. It appears everybody is listening. It appears everybody is understanding. It appears they are going to change after the Satsanga. Now when I know that this is a Leela, will I get disturbed? See, my friends, Meditation is not a punishment for half an hour a day, no, 24/7. Therefore, the more we become aware of this, you start discovering many principles of life. This is not in book. Whatever I am telling you is not from any book. You have to discover with us. So if you have discovered this principle, then every thought erupts from the seed of somebody. What will be your approach? Remove the seed. Don't fight with the tree or the plant. Remove the seed. And then you will come to know, oh, that seed is fake. So the plant is also fake. Mother, father, brother, husband, wife, they are fake seeds. Basically, we are divine. Now, how these seeds are formed? Because of identification with the body. So, in deep sleep, who are we? We are, first of all, nowhere. Principle of space gone. Never. Principle of time gone. And nobody. Principle of individuality gone. Is equal to bliss. So, keep sleeping to the relativity and awaken to the absolute. Like an actor on the stage, he is playing the role what he has to play, but that time also he knows he is not that. I don't know whether you know or not. In the early of 1910, 1920, the girls were not coming on the stage. It was not considered as good. So, some gents used to take the role of a girl. They will be having the makeup, talking style, sound, everything like a girl. So, when he was acting, when he was playing the role of a woman, that time also the actor knew that he is a man. Exactly the same way. Play your role perfectly well. But don't forget, essentially, you are divine. Then what role we have to play? Find out who are you at a given period of time in a given situation. Now, here during the satsanga, in the satsanga hall, what is our role? Our role is we are 100% attentive and learn. Play this role. After you are learned, then next drama is breakfast. Dabao. We heard in satsanga, you should keep stomach half empty, 1/4 filled with water, and 1/4 for ventilation. Heard? So what? It is limited only in satsanga. Dosha aa gaya, शुरू हो गया. So when we thus recognize these principles of life, you will remain relaxed, never tense. How much relaxed? As much the space is relaxed, supporting everything, rejecting nothing, at the same time not getting influenced by anything. Now this principle, we start working on ourselves. Gross space supports the gross world, doesn't get influenced by the gross world. See? Then Second, the mind space supports all the thoughts, good and bad, but the mind space doesn't get influenced by any thought. Now here, what sadhana we should do, that the gross space is supporting everything gross, but not getting influenced by anything. What sadhana you have to do? Nothing. Come to recognize. Exactly the same way, the mind space supports the thoughts, but no thought has any impact on the mind. You have not done anything. No charity, no japa, no yoga, no pranayam, no nothing. Observe, be aware of your mind at this moment. It is not hypnosis. You are still aware. We have to correct our way of interacting with the world. Instead of interaction, we react and samsara begins. So, gross space not influenced by gross world. Mind space not influenced by the thought world. Then conscious space, Chidakasha, is not influenced by anybody. Three components of our experience: world of experience, experience of the world, and the experiencer of the world. So what is the first step in meditation, living in meditation? One is, the worldly things should not disturb us too much. Don't run after the worldly things. Then second thing, the experience of the world. Don't make an album of your experience. Learn to forget and drop the past. That is the highest spiritual practice. And then the third, do not become a doer in a action. Do not become an experiencer in the experience, and do not become the knower in the knowledge. Then Chidakasha is manifesting. Chidakasha is solid space. Other than pure consciousness, there is nobody. Just for understanding, man is a solid space, husband is imaginary. Man is solid space, the sun is imaginary. Man is solid space and the father is imaginary. And who are miserable? These imaginary fellows. Living with this understanding, slowly, none of the worldly things will ever bother us. Therefore, never do meditation. Then play meditation. How to play meditation? Wherever you are sitting, just start playing. That what it is like being the gross space. No chitta vritti nirodha. Start talking to yourself. What it is like being gross space. Gross space supports the gross world, rejects nothing, but doesn't get influenced by anything. Now let us apply it. all the gross objects of the world, they are necessary, useful, but that is not all. Therefore, our habit of accumulating things will be slowly curtailed. Then we come to the next step, the mind space, supporting all the thoughts, but not getting influenced by any thoughts. Therefore, don't struggle for chitta vritti nirodha. Let thoughts come, go. Who cares? Learn to remain indifferent to the thoughts. Bad thought has come, okay, it will come and go. Good thought has come, that will also go. You are the same. Let us not get influenced by any thought. That is living in meditation. Now, third step, how do we get influenced by any thought? When we get influenced by any thought, thought is misery. We become miserable. We have become influenced. Thought is joy. We become identified and become joyful. This is samsara. Dukkheshu anudvignamanaha. Miseries are there, but we don't become miserable. Joy is there, but we don't lose our composure because of too much excitement. Keep cool. Stop reacting and start acting. This is what is called living in meditation. Every day learn something new. That is living in meditation. Nobody can do it for us. There is no proxy for our life. There is no proxy for our death. Nobody can live for us. Nobody can die for us. We have to live, we have to die. Similarly, there is no proxy on the spiritual path. We have to work ourselves on ourselves. Atmaiva Atmano Bandhu, Atmaiva Ripuratmana. When we start working on ourselves, we are our friend. And when our mind starts working on us, then we are our own enemy. With this understanding, let us live every moment and have nice breakfast. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari